Valerio coming early in, straight for a clinch position, looking to maybe hoist up for a judo toss.
Oh, now he gets turned back against the fence.
Rob getting double underhooks. Should definitely get a takedown here, maybe a leg reap. Using those double underhooks, he can really control his opponent.
Should get his head underneath his opponents and he's going to have way more control. At the moment, his head is actually kind of sitting parallel with his opponents, you know. That's better there. Just get your head and just drive. He's going for the body clinch.
Looking for a lift maybe on the body clinch. Or just trying to wear his opponent out. I'd like to see some knees from this position. Really from Rob. He could knee to the legs. Have a little, score some points. You know, and it maybe makes it easier then to destroy your opponent's balance and get the takedown. Really digging that head in now.
Yeah, this you know, it's a bit of a struggle for position with no initiation at the present moment in time. You know, first person probably to make the mistake. It's going to be the person to feel a little bit more. But Valerio's trying to twist him, trying to use his strength and power to try to turn him over, but it's not going to work. You know, Rob's got better balance than that.
Nice use of the overhook there, going all the way through and grabbing the
grabbing the other arm. Yeah, nice.
Tangling him up, lost that position now and getting rammed still into the fence, maybe looking for a guillotine.
He's trying to peel the arm off. He's trying to get that hook off, but now Rob's got the single. He's trying to drive him to the mat. Oh, gonna lose position now. He needs to pop up, get out. He's got his head stuck in between his legs. Not a very good position if you're tired. He's trying to hoist him up. You need to turn him around, buddy.
Good display of power from Rob, but he couldn't quite finish the takedown. Some good balance from Valerio. Could use your cross face here to get Rob's head off of you. Referee wants to break up the action.
Nice call by Alex.
Alex wants to see some action here on the feet, and I'm sure the fans do. People have paid good money. Rob clasping onto a head and arm, maybe a guillotine here.
Yeah, he's lost the opportunity slightly. He's trying to peel off Valerio from the single bar.
Valerio doing the correct thing and taking him down with that single, and looking to progress to mount maybe. Landing some ground and pound, needs to sprawl his right leg back and push the head to stop this takedown attempt. You know, fighters are very, very keen on grabbing the neck and looking for guillotines. Sometimes it does allow your opponent to keep control of you and really finish a takedown. I'd like to see them pushing away, getting a crossface, pushing the head to the mat. But some good ideas from Valerio, feeding his arm all the way through.
Yeah, he's been more, you know, his stuff for him has worked out just a little bit more than Rob. Oh, nice knee by Valerio. Rob's trying to tee off on him, again pushing up against the fence, but you know, Rob's got to, he's got to make one of these takedowns work for him. At the present moment in time, Valerio's the one that's actually got the takedown. His grappling has worked way more, way better.
Yeah, Valerio's being pinned up against the fence, but you know, he's not really taking any damage. Probably causing scoring more points with the strikes and avoiding all the takedowns. Although he's the one on the back end and getting pushed into the fence, he's probably scoring more points.
Yeah, I'd still stick him ahead. No, throwing knees, his knees are working. Oh, and he throws another one. Right, and another.
A big, you know, one of the things that people don't understand, especially coming from like a grappling background or a boxing background or any sort, you know, the cage wrestling only exists in this sport. You can only get it in mixed martial arts, in a cage, and it's very tiring, very hard on your body, and it's a skill and an art within itself, especially when you start adding in the punches like Valerio's got here. Rob's very deep now on this. He should finish, and he does.
He used up a lot of energy to take him down. Let's see what he can do there. Do next with the ground and pound. He gets kicked off.
See if Galosi can pop back to his feet now. He has the space. He should be getting up. Needs to.
Yeah, but if Rob doesn't make him work, you know, all that's going to happen is Galosi is just going to start to recover. But Rob's gone into side control. Oh, ended the round.
a long portion of that round, you know, up against the fence. A grinding start for these two gentlemen. They're definitely going to feel that in their cardio, in their gas tank. It's very, very tough, and you know, to have to deal with cage wrestling for a full 5 minutes. Very successful round for Valerio, I think. Valerio, sorry. See who's in the better shape, got the better cardio tank, and can keep going in this second round.
Yeah, Rob, he's just shaking out his arms. You know, he's got a bit of jelly arms. Obviously, he's a bit tired.
Eager to go though.
Yeah.
In this second round. And I think a good, nice.
Oh, nice hip toss.
Nice attempt at a hip toss. Needs to look not to wrap his hands around the whole body. Maybe just go head and arm on the takedown defense. Otherwise, you're allowing Rob to get back to his feet and drive for a takedown like he just did.
Yeah.
You know, very basic wrestling fundamental there.
I think Rob should be able to take. He's got his hands linked around him. Should be able to take him down. Yeah, takes him to the mat. Okay, now
looking for a triangle. Difficult to finish this triangle close to the fence.
Nah, I don't think so. He can get this. He can get this nice and tight. Pull the elbow straight in. Oh yeah, he's trying to go for the arm bar as well. He should just stick to going for the triangle, and he will get his head down. He's got to hook it in. He needs to insist. Yeah, if he insists, that's going to go on. You know,
Rob Barber looking to slam his opponent, has actually put himself deeper in this triangle choke.
If Valerio's got any sense, he could roll Rob straight over to the mount. He's holding on to the triangle. Don't let go. He's going to pop out. Ah, big schoolboy error. Very big schoolboy error.
Huge mistake there from Valerio, and he might have just thrown the fight away now with Rob escaping from that triangle. Good fortitude there from Rob. You know, battled through that choke. It was very deep at some points, and it could have been finished.
Oh, nice up kick. Oh, and a second one.
You know, showing varieties of skills here, these guys.
Valerio is absolutely just blowing. He is blowing so much wind. But Rob again is going into the same position. His head's down. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get caught in a triangle again. He's taking shots from the bottom. He's taking a few up kicks. Oh, 3 up kicks in a row.
Valerio, but very obscure techniques here off the bottom. You know, suiting his style very, very well. Using that lengthy long legs. And now he's in a bit of a tough spot. Could look for a sweep easy there from this position if he used that left leg across the face.
He's trying to go from ground and pound, and he is in such a vulnerable position, Rob. Standing over your opponent, you know, with your head pointing down, with, you know, in front of your hips instead of your hips in front of your head, you will get up kicked.
Some fundamental mistakes from both fighters here, but it, you know, causes exciting fights.
They're very, very evenly matched. This Rob just taking his time. I think the referee should just stand him up. And that he just walked past Valerio's guard. He actually walked past his guard.
I think Valerio's
he's tired.
Definitely tired.
He's definitely tired.
Now a mounted crucifix, but
he's not too tired to roll him over.
A good display of strength there from Valerio, but the base being tested there of Rob Barber, and it failed miserably. And now he ends up on the bottom with Valerio Galosi on top, inside control. Fishing a deep underhook on the right-hand side, looking to take the mount position.
Oh, Rob's in a bad position. He looks to his corner. That's a sure sign of somebody who just wanted to give up. He's taking a lot of ground and pound. You know, Valerio's taking full advantage of this mount position.
A minute left on the clock, so plenty of time for Valerio to get this win. That he should have got this victory earlier in the triangle. He needs to make up for that now and finish strong in this last 50-odd seconds.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is going to be the longest minute of
Rob Barber's career.
Rob Barber's career, yeah. Rob needs to just defend, push him off. That's it.
Some basic.
He looks to his corner and says, how long?
He needs some basic movements here, some bridges, shrimps, you know. He's getting forced back down to the ground.
Oh, he's getting to the half guard now. He's got the underhook. He should just pop up, you know. Don't have your shoulders on the mat. It just allows your opponent just to beat you up even more, you know. Got nowhere to move. But Valerio's just as tired, so which will help and benefit Rob.
A good escape there from the mount position. Managing to see out the round. Both men exhausted in this fight.
Totally exhausted. Dare I say it, saved by the bell?
I think so, saved by the bell indeed. A crazy fight, crazy round. All sorts of techniques being thrown out there. A lot of up kicks that were just no need there for those. I think Rob Barber needs to, like you said, keep his hips in front of him and throw some ground and pound shots from the top. You can land serious power from that position in the ground and pound. You can really throw your body into it, throw your hands over the top of those legs and land some knockout blows.
Both men are absolutely exhausted in their corners now. You know, so it's going to be quite interesting to see the next round. Who comes out the freshest, who's been doing their conditioning.
And here we go, round 3. I think Rob Barber's support will definitely help him now in this 3rd round.
Yeah, Rob's going to need the support, you know. Definitely going to need support from his fans.
Pushing Valerio around in that exchange. Again, we've seen this before, pinning him up against the cage. Now he's finally landing some knees. He could have done that from the beginning of the fight, could have changed the fight completely. You really feel those knees in the later rounds, and he would be, you know, struggling to stand on those legs if he'd eaten more knees in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Rob's strategy, I think he probably should have changed up his strategy for this round just a little bit. You know, he knows that Valerio wants to go into the clinch, etc. That's where his strongest point is. Keep his distance. Could have picked him off, you know, because Valerio's striking isn't as good or in as poignant as his. Oh, but Valerio gets his back.
Big mistake there from
big
Rob
mistake.
Barber.
You know, throws the elbow, but Rob Barber didn't get the whizzer in the first place. That's why Valerio went to his back. Valerio's just climbing up his back.
Oh, and then Valerio, you know, allows Rob to turn back in and loses the back position. He had a hook in, trying to climb up the back, and lets Rob turn in. And now we're back to a similar story of Rob trying to slam Valerio down to the fence, right in front of us in the commentary box. You can see him grunting, trying to finish this takedown.
Oh, he needs this round for sure, especially after the last round being mounted, etc. You know, he needs to be dominant in this round. However, man, his strategy is extremely exhausting. You know, trying to push him up against the fence, he's trying to lift him instead of stepping back for the single.
You know, being a man trying to carry out this sort of game plan with a grinding cage wrestling style, you know, you need to be the fitter man. You need to be the man that's done the more hours in the gym. You need to be the man who's willing to go that little bit extra. And right now he does seem like that guy. He seems like he's got more cardio. But let's see if he can hold out for the 3rd and final round.
Yeah, Valerio just stepping off. I think Valerio is actually so exhausted. I think it's
like you said. I think Rob just needs to step off.
Yeah.
Get out of this clinch game that you're so happy with and start landing some shots, because Valerio does not want it on the feet.
No, absolutely no way. You know, and he's exhausted. Look at him. He's practically kind of like giving up. But the only person that's keeping Rob in his position is Rob.
Tussling up against the fence, tussling for position, and Rob breaks off.
There you go.
Break away and start hammering some shots. Nice straight right hand.
That's right, Rob. He needs to throw. He needs to throw some more. He needs to throw some more shots. You know, stop getting his head caught in that position. Stop dropping down for the double. You know. Oh, and he gets the double.
Finally gets that takedown he's been searching for the.
But it's so tired.
Last 3 minutes.
Tired.
Manages to get the blanket position with that knee across the back. Great position for ground and pound. Passes around the guards.
Excellent.
Definitely got a little bit from getting that takedown. I think he's got a little bit of juice left in him. Valerio just absolutely exhausted, gassed out of his mind on the ground here, just holding on for dear life.
And Rob's corner is absolutely screaming at him. You know, he's got about a minute left, just over a minute yet left.
Back to this familiar position, pins the legs to the ground, and ends back inside control, north-south-ish. A very technical term there from an accomplished grappler.
It's in the Gracie manual, north-south-ish.
Yeah. And he manages to get the mount position. This has got to finish this round strong. Got about a minute left in the round, just under, and he's got to look for the finish because we're not sure if he's won on the judges' scorecards. And Valerio gives up his back.
He's got about 30 seconds left. Absolutely, this round is Rob.
Landed some vicious shots from the top.
He needed this round, you know. Got a hometown advantage as well. Definitely lost the last round. The first round was
a maybe, you know.
Maybe, yeah.
So he wants to finish to just guarantee his victory here and see if he can get past the resolve of the Italian. And the fight comes to an end. Both men straggle back into their corners, tired, beaten and battered. And we'll have to wait for the judges to bring us the end result of what I'd like to call a war, but there wasn't quite enough punishment in it for me to say that. So I think, you know, a fairly tough tussle is what I'm going to call it.
I would say a mild skirmish.
A mild skirmish from the two men here, the Italian versus the Brit.
And so, after 3 rounds of action, your winner by a majority judges' decision in the blue corner, Rob Barber. Please show your appreciation for the runner-up, Valerio Galosi.
A valiant effort from Valerio Galosi, but Rob Barber takes the win today. I think that third round really clinched the fight, and he came out and took that fight away from Valerio, who really should have won in the second round, had 2 opportunities to finish the fight. A very tight triangle choke, and took mount towards the end of the round. So, you know, commiserations for Valerio, sorry. But, you know, he'll learn from that and hopefully he'll come back and finish fights. We have our final stand-up bout for the evening, K1, 3 rounds over 2 minutes each. Scott Rogan, a regular competitor here at Heat Sports, will be fighting Joe Emmons at light heavyweight, 93 kilos. Scott Rogan fighting out of Newcastle Knuckle Force, sporting a 3-1 record against the local boy from Southend Muay Thai in Joe Emmons at 2-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is to crown a new Heat Sports UK1 champion. This fight will be fought under UK1 rules over 3 2-minute rounds. Introducing first, making his way to the red corner, fighting out of Knuckle Force with a 3-1 pro record, weighing 93 kilos, from Newcastle, Scott